Alright, hello again. It's a little chilly out here today. Actually, it's very cold, but here's my ginkgo tree. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some soil in here so that I can start keeping it outside. Alright, here's the bigger one. Just to show you guys exactly what it is I'm doing. I'm going to take it out real quick. And then I'll fill this up with dirt. This is not really homemade, but I just kind of let all this dirt sit over the years, and now it's just really good. But alright, set that down in there just like that. Don't forget to tamp the soil so that the plant is almost freestanding. Alright, just like that. And now I'm going to fill this back in. Now mind you, the soil was frozen last night, very early this morning. It's actually still kind of like icy out here. Then I'm gonna make sure that there aren't any big rocks. Tamp this down. Ooh, you can see my breath is cold. I felt bad because I had left the dogs out here for about 20 minutes before I came out here. The poor things are over here shaking and shivering. I'm talking like Scooby-Doo shaking. Alright, chop the dirt up a little better. Alright. Tapping the pot itself kind of helps to settle this dirt too. Ah boy, here we go. Where your nose start running out of control. Jack Frost nipping at our noses for real. Okay. This is the bigger ginkgo that I had showed you guys in that video. I'm thinking of doing an S shape for the bonsai I have intended for this. But let me water them, because yes, even though it's winter, you still need to water stuff. Show you how cold it really is. Look at this. 'Tis frozen. How am I gonna water my babies now? I might have to just get some water from inside. Alright, now I'm gonna water. Now again, the soil is kind of frozen, so don't expect much water to go down. Give this a quick squeeze. Let's see if I can't help it drain a little bit more. Nope. That's just because of how hard and frozen the dirt is. That froze. That froze. The chipmunks are still tearing up everything. I can't stand chipmunks. I really hate those things. Alright, so one more time, just for a recap. I'm going to show you guys everything I can think of before I drew this, by the way. Again, I can draw for those who don't know. This is everything that I can think of about the ginkgo, but I think I'm missing a few crucial points of notes. But here's a real leaf. And here's the leaf attached still to their very distinctive looking twigs. And what happens is they literally just grow one on top of the other, right on top of each other like this. That's why it looks so, what's it called? That's why it's got like a neck, sort of. This is the fruit, which will usually be about the same color as the leaves. So like this bright orangey color. Smells like rancid butter. A little bit like vomit. But that is the butyric acid contained within the seed's flesh. Only the female trees produce these fruit that you see. Only the females. And in Brooklyn, they're having a huge problem with them because people are realizing now that these things smell really, really bad. Me personally, since I'm a Gingko fanatic, I have all kinds of Gingko paraphernalia. I will not complain too much about the smell. To me, it actually smells like blue cheese. Like a very strong, malodorous cheese. Here's that. Here's the seed without the seed coat. And this is what you can stick into sand and end up with trees the size that I had just showed you me planting. You will end up with trees about that size in about 2 years if you stick that seed in sand. One thing I forgot that I know I should probably mention is that they're very fast growing. Like they're some of the fastest growing woody plants. They're great for urban settings because they can deal with high amounts of pollution and stuff. I know I spelled that wrong, but who's giving me props for spelling? As long as I know what I'm talking about, who cares? Which happens to be one of my most favorite trees of all, the Gingko biloba. Just look at those interesting veins, how they all radiate from a central point out to all parts of the leaf. I actually wanted to make a bookmark out of this because of how cool this leaf is. But I should probably find some smaller ones to do all that. But just look at how cool that is. And again, just in case I didn't mention in any other videos, they are technically a native of China. Even though long time ago they covered the entire northern hemisphere because they like the rain and the snow. I don't think I'm saying that right. They need the temperate seasons, summer, winter, fall, spring, all of that. The males produce, okay, it looks kind of like this. It's kind of like a catkin, like that. And the females produce something like this. Yeah, so that's the female, because that becomes, these right here have to be fertilized by the pollen that comes off of these from the male trees. When the male trees produce the pollen is then a free swimming entity that can seek out these, I want to say, ovules. Then they actually swim in there, fertilize the seed. Then you end up with 2 semi-fertilized seeds, but the tree will abort one of these. Whichever one gets aborted is, it's pretty much done. But the other one that the tree keeps until September or November, those will end up being the ones that become new ginkgo trees. That is the alive gametophyte again. They are edible. Over there in Asia, they love them. I like them too, but that's just because I know what I'm doing, and I'm all up for edible wild plants. I love fruit trees, no matter how exotic, no matter how malodorous. But that's just a little touch on the ginkgo tree again. And don't forget to hang around. You know, maybe you'll learn something new about some type of plant that you have had for years and you never knew that. Because I know I learn something new every day. But I'll be posting more, so don't walk away too far. We got plenty more coming your way. Another day, another time to explore and see what kind of other plants there are in the world. So, let's do this.